Before we start, if you enjoy weekly or bi-weekly stock updates, real investing transparency, then hit the like button, subscribe, and comment your take on PayPal right now. Alright, welcome back to the weekly series where I buy 10 shares of... Alright, now we are at week number 14 and 15. Unfortunately, I have to do another double up episode since there wasn't really much going on for PayPal in the recent weeks. And since you guys didn't complain all that much the last time I did this, I figured it would be okay to do this once again. So let's take a look at the comments I got in the past 14 days. First of all, you guys seem to be just as patient as me when it comes to PayPal. So the free cash flow looks pretty decent. The weeks that are coming up right now are very interesting when it comes to PayPal's positioning and their CEO, their take on the stock and the entire company. And as you guys can see, or as commented by Dark Havoc 7, he has been a shareholder since October 2023. This past January, he 7x'd his position. Like many, he was blinded by Alex Chriss' departure, same as me. He hasn't sold even when it was down 35% at all-time lows. He added up 10% more, not a ton, as he has a sizable position already, and he's confident with Enrique Lores due to him being on PayPal's board for a number of years. Also seeing HP stock take a hit with the news of this departure is a positive indicator. His cost base is $59. I think honestly $59 for PayPal is a very good entry. So he's doing pretty much everything all right. Sure, stock price right now is far lower than that. However, we're looking at this long-term wise, and even though the current price is in the mid-40s, I'm pretty sure if you guys or if anybody looks at this video in like 5 or 10 years, if PayPal still exists by that day and hasn't been acquired, then you'll laugh about the pitifully small stock price that it is right now. And I'm pretty sure most people would have loved to buy into these prices, not even at 45, but even 60, 70 or $80 seem great entries for me, at least figuring that PayPal will increase their cash flow, their revenue, their earnings over the next couple of years. So next comment by Jim D8752. He doubts that Stripe will acquire PayPal, thinks that Walmart, Google, Amazon, or even Pfizer will be the highest bidders. It's possible. Google is probably out of it, and Amazon probably as well, since if they get too big, there's always a huge risk of them being separated into smaller companies. There have been discussions about that in the past already, and I think Google has had lots of issues by being seen as a monopoly in the past, before ChatGPT was a thing. So I'm not quite sure if they really want to dive deeper into the payment segment on their own, and not just prefer having strategic partnerships over that. Same for Amazon. Can't really tell. I mean, it's possible for Amazon, honestly, but I don't know. I really hope PayPal isn't being bought, as I replied here as well, because I personally believe in the long-term PayPal story. PayPal being bought is like a nice 30% move we can make some money on. That's cool, but personally, there's not really much for me to gain there. 30% is nothing. If I wanted 30%, I could have just bought the S&P 500 and would be done with that. So I prefer PayPal doing well on their own. So I'm willing to take the risk of PayPal's downfall, but I'm also willing to take the risk of PayPal succeeding and increasing in share price several times over. So let's have a look at the PayPal price, because that's what's actually important to all of us. Basically over a month, 8% upward move. Decent, not a lot of movement here, but considering the mark field, that's pretty decent. I mean, that's probably due to PayPal being way oversold in the past, so 8% upward move isn't even all that great. PayPal in the past couple of days practically moved with the market, had a couple good days, a couple bad days. Overall, past 5 trading days went down around 4%. Not too great, but I think mid 40s is a pretty good price for PayPal right now, like a pretty attractive price. And as I told you guys before, once I get my yearly bonus, I'm going to invest a decent chunk of it into PayPal, into the PayPal stock. So I will do a decent one-time purchase of PayPal stock in the very near future. And then we'll see where PayPal heads in the midterm and long-term future with that. So that's my personal opinion on PayPal right now. Let's have a look at my PayPal purchases that I've done in the past couple of weeks. So a few days ago, I did buy 15 shares of PayPal stock at the price of $44.86. I didn't get to buy in the week prior to that because I wasn't really liquid on cash. However, I think in 1 or 2 weeks my bonus will arrive, so then I can dispatch a lot more. So after this dry period, I'm much more intrigued to put a larger chunk into PayPal. So yeah, that's also why I bought 15 shares. So that's like an average 7.5 shares over the past weeks, over the past 2 weeks on a weekly basis. So yeah, very attractive price. When it was a bit higher the week before that, I didn't really feel the need to buy, even though that's still a great price. But yeah, now that it's come down over the past couple of days, I was just like, yeah, okay, I've got to buy a bit more now. And yeah, we've pretty much hit the $10,000 mark in terms of what we've invested so far, even though our current portfolio worth isn't really showing that. So current price is pretty close to when I bought, which is $44.90. Yeah, over the 2 last weeks, PayPal stock went down by 2.8%. Yeah, not too much of a big move when it comes to a two week change. So in terms of that, I currently own 194 shares, and we are down 27% in regards to the very first PayPal episode. I haven't yet made a percent change when it comes to our total gains in terms of percent. This is basically if you've had invested 100% of your money on the very first weekly episode, and in our case we are not down just as much since we DCA'd into the stock. So let's have a look into the portfolio net worth. As I told you guys before, I put in $10,000 more or less, and now we are sitting at $8,700 current worth. So we are down around like 13%. I think that we did pretty well when it comes to the timing, since PayPal moved around 30% lower in that same time frame. So that's pretty decent. Yeah, loss of $1,400. Perfectly fine. Unrealized, obviously, since I still own all my shares. And yeah, looking very much up ahead into the future, and we'll see how things turn out in the next couple of weeks once I did my big one-time purchase. So next, let's have a look at the dividend per share. So I think the 179, as I mentioned in the last episode, will be the number relevant for my next dividend payment. Now we're at 194 stocks. So if we didn't buy any more shares until the next dividend payment, we would receive $27.16, which is on a yearly basis $108.64, or on a projected monthly dividend basis $9.05. So not too bad, not too bad. We are sort of going into a decent territory. I can't wait to see the $10 mark being hit on this monthly dividend basis. So that would be pretty amazing to see. that's already something small that you can get from a store every single month. So yeah, it's cool to see things grow in that regard, but I'm very much looking forward to seeing some dividend increases for PayPal, but that's not really my priority right now. But yeah, I would love to see them in the very future. News part is being cut out for now, since I didn't get to do much research in recent weeks in regards to PayPal, and I don't really want to name too many insignificant news. I really want to keep it to the very important parts, the stuff that really matters. And yeah, once I get more information on that regard, I'll mention it here and make sure to let you guys know. So that's just my personal view on things. Yeah, my opinion on the stock is what I've given you before. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure to like, subscribe, and let me know your take on the stock so I can feature it on the next episode. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.